This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
Here's your report.
Oh, thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire someone just like you.
Try LinkedIn Hiring Pro. It's more than a job board. It's like the recruiter you always wished you had. Hiring Pro uses real-time insights to match your role to LinkedIn's unique network of professionals and delivers a short list of best fit candidates. You'll spend less time sorting applicants and more time talking to the right people.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another extra of the TMossBoss show. And then today's extra, because I'm not going to drag this out to be no full-length episode. Plus, I'm kind of behind on episodes, so that's why I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and talk on this real quick. And, let y'all know what the business is with the second biggest hater, Talonmation. But anyways, so we had a little bit of a back and forth. I think you guys heard the last extra. We had a little bit of a back and forth, on Twitter. And I mean, it was, more so just trying to, I guess, show people an example. I'm like, this is what it looks like when a person doesn't really have no goals in life. This is the best that they can do. And the funny thing is like, I can say like, okay, prove me wrong. Like, show me that you actually have something going good for yourself. And all he's just going to do is the same old crap that he's been doing. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's pointless to say things like that. But we had a little bit of a going back and forth on Twitter. I posted on there saying that, if he wants to prove his innocence about not being a pedophile, reveal yourself. Like, overall, like, showcase that you're not and things. Like, I, re-enable that account. And then, I don't even know, because I might have said that in the last extra. I don't know if I had made it in the tweet, but I did want him to reveal himself. And then, of course, I knew he was going to do that, post somebody else. And it was of a creator. I think his name is Toby Fox, I believe. I guess it's like the guy that makes, I think it's like them Dark Tale games. Hold on for a second. Toby Fox. Yeah, it was of him. And it's funny because like when you look his name up, like that picture, I don't know where he got that picture from. But that's the thing too, where it's like pictures, you can tell like when a person downloads the picture from somewhere because the quality is off, and so that's why I'm like, that's one thing I guess, like, for the amount of time that I've been on the internet, like, I can pick up on stuff like that. I actually went to school with a girl that was going around catfishing people, but you could tell that it wasn't her pictures, like she wasn't taking those pictures. But I guess even if he wants to claim that that is actually him, then it's like, okay, post the video of yourself actually talking, like not just some, let me just go and post some old random. But that's the thing, he's not going to do that, so I can ask for that type of stuff. He's not going to do it. If he was, he would have did that in the first place rather than just downloading a random picture. See, that's the thing. I feel that because he knows that he's dumb, he thinks that other people are dumb, and it's like, nah, bro, people, they're smart, they could do research. But anyways, that's not where it all stopped off at. No, where it all stopped off at, so I'm streaming. I'm playing Forza Horizon 6. He joins in on the stream, but he used a different name. He was using my name, but instead of having it where there was one other S at the end, he put it as a Y. But he had the opportunity to say whatever he wanted to say, do whatever it is that he wanted to do, actually achieve something. He came into the stream talking about himself. And that's why I'm like, I don't know, I guess, like, what your thought process is, but I guess, like, if I have the opportunity to talk with somebody that I've been going back and forth with, I'm not going to give them more material, I guess, against me and stuff. Like, what sense does that make, And that's the thing where it's like, I know you're dumb and something might be, mentally wrong with you, but you can't be that dumb to think that it's like, okay, let me have a conversation with this guy and make it seem like that, oh, I'm just a random person, but I'm asking you questions that I already know the answer to. And it's like, that interaction, I'm like, I just I don't understand people like him. I really don't. Like, the more and that's what's so crazy is that, like, for as long as I've been on the internet, I've never seen people that act like that before. Even when I hear other people in the issues that they'll have with, like, stalkers, whether it's a crazy fan or a crazy hater, like,
this summer soccer is here, and so are the watch parties. And Uber Eats has your game day essentials covered with 30% off orders from Aldi, Kroger, and Dollar General. Everything you need to keep your crowd happy, delivered straight to your door. Chips, dips, fresh ingredients, and more. Order in so you can lock in for the games. 30% off your grocery order, only on Uber Eats for a limited time.
This summer, Prime Video takes you back before Legally Blonde, before law school, and into the world of Elle Woods in high school. Set in 1995, this Gemini vegetarian knows exactly who she is until her family moves from Bel Air to Seattle. Packed with iconic fashion, 90s nostalgia, and a throwback soundtrack, Elle proves one thing. Law school was hard. High school was harder. From the world of Legally Blonde, watch Elle, a new original series only on Prime Video. Watch now.
people don't act like this. This isn't normal behavior and stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, I picked up on it, and then, I did go along with the conversation just to overall see, because I'm thinking along the lines like, okay, he's going to, I don't know, take the Clark Kent glasses off, and then, overall, reveal himself, and I'm like, oh, okay, then it's like, now we can have an actual legitimate conversation, but all he just wanted to do was talk badly about himself, and I'm like, is it really that bad to where it's like, you don't even have respect for yourself? Like, you just... This is what you wanted to achieve. Like, you have the opportunity to have a conversation with me, and that conversation could have went in any way. I would have actually respected it enough if he would have just joined the stream, being who he's been being, I guess, this whole time and stuff. Like the weird, crazy stalker. At least then it could have been a normal conversation. But you, I guess, I don't know, like, were you expecting me to talk about myself? Like, I don't get that guy's thought process. But yeah, eventually I just ended up banning him from the stream. Then he created another account. He didn't say anything off of that account, but I banned that account too. And then I was like, you know what? It's like, I tried with this guy, but he doesn't, I guess, like, this is all that he has going for himself. This is all that he wants to be known as a pedophile, a racist stalker pedophile and stuff. So yeah, because I talked on that, how he called me the N-word and stuff, so or at least used it and things. But anyways, no, overall though, it's like, yeah, that's been established, I think, multiple times, like, with that fan base that he came from. I've seen that numerous times from that, Just the Robots fan bases, that they have like a stalkerish behavior and stuff. And then, just with the latest, it's like them guys being pedophiles. I'm like, I guess, for the fans that used to be fans, but they're not fans anymore. It's like, yeah, you guys got out at a good time and stuff. Cause yeah, it just seems like that, that's welcome in that community and stuff, being a pedophile and things. So yeah, I'm like, that's all I'm going to say about this guy. He can say whatever he wants to say about me, about my views, about whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm not a pedophile. It's like, I'm not going to go to jail for the stuff that you're calling me out on, but the things that you're doing and stuff, like, you could go to jail behind that. So, but anyways, yeah, there's nothing more to say about this guy. That's why I was like, I ain't even gonna give him the satisfaction of doing no full-length episode. I'm just gonna talk about this real quick on my podcast and leave it at that. But yeah, I'm like, that's pretty much the final, chapter, final pages, all that stuff to this book. Moving on, there's bigger and better things to worry about. And I feel like I said that before, and I do apologize, but yeah, no, this time around, like, I am focused on, because I was actually doing that today, was focused on other channels and stuff, recording content for other channels. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, there's nothing more to say about this guy. He had the chance and opportunity to come clean with himself and admit to the type of person that he is, but it's like, he don't want to do that. He don't want to, I guess he doesn't want the world to see who he is, but it's like, fam, the people already know what kind of person that you are. And I guess, like, more so to see what you look like, it's pretty much the final nail in the coffin. It's like, okay, you know, we seen everything we need to see. So it's like, I guess we can, you know, and that's the thing where it's like, that's what just trips me out. It's like him not wanting to reveal himself. So I guess like if there is somebody on the internet that does upset him, and then he meets up, or I guess like if they do post that they are out somewhere, and then he's like, oh, I'm just gonna show up there, they don't know what I look like. See, and that's the thing, like he knows of that. Like that's the thing, like he might play this whole dumb act, but at the same time, it's like they're smart enough to not do things like that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, we're never gonna see what this guy's face looks like. I guess we won't see until he then did something crazy and then posted, or yeah, the news done posted his identity and things. But yeah, other than that, it's like, you know, it's things like that that trips me out, where I'm all like, man, you know, people, they just kind of like paint the picture for themselves, where it's like, you know, you're a weirdo and stuff, but it's like you don't want to admit to it. You don't want to just finally accept it and stuff. But, and it's like, now I don't know, like weirdo, where it's like, oh, an acceptable weirdo. It's like, no, it's like you're that type of weirdo that's gonna get arrested. But yeah, it's just, that's the thing. It's like, you know, saying that, I'm pretty much repeating myself. So yeah, but like I said, I'm like, you know, I'm moving on from this guy. He had the chance and opportunity to come clean and actually, you know, admit to his wrongdoings, but he doesn't want to. So yeah, that's why I'm all like, all right, well, from now on, I'm like, that's pretty much all that I have to say to you. I'm like, at least I'm not a pedophile. So, but anyways, with that being said, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next extra. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service, and peace.